All right. Welcome to the Bear Thing Show. Gonna set this up a little nicer, if possible. Well, I guess either way we're gonna get the steering column and all that goodness. Maybe I can actually bring it like that. I should probably do this outside of the video. Oh, that's not gonna look good. Let's see. Let me do that. Yeah, no, I guess it was fine where it was. I'm just being weird. I just don't like the whole thing with the thing, this thing. I don't like that whole thing there. But it looks fine. Going for a ride. No, we're not. I'm just kidding. We're just gonna sit in the car. Hey, welcome to the Bear Thing Show.
What up?
This is the place to be.
So do you have to pay for advertising? Like to have like an ad? What's it called?
What's this question?
Do you have to pay a percentage to have ad fare? Like I don't know. Okay, so I was watching.
Please phrase the question.
Okay, so I don't know how to phrase it because it made. Okay, I was watching something that made it sound like in order for you to get your this is this is blah 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 by we're doing the Bear Thing Show, sponsored by yada yada yada, right?
Yeah.
And then the person was like, "Wait, did we pay for that ad?" And I was like, "Wait a second."
No, you don't.
I was like, "I'm pretty sure it's in reverse."
Yeah. No, we don't have to pay to. You're talking about to do a live read? Do you have an example?
No.
You just looking for your phone?
No.
Oh. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, my phone is
No, to do a live read, someone pays you, and they'll probably email me,
Yeah.
because my email is the one connected to the
Yeah, exactly. So like,
thing. They'd
I was
email
just-
me, and they would ask us to do a live read, and they'd pay us to do it.
so what I'm gathering is they did a joke that clearly went over my head, where I was like, I'm lost because I thought you got paid for that.
Yeah, you get paid for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they were just doing a read, or not a read. They were just making a joke then, because I was
they're just
super
ripping.
lost. Yeah, I was super
Ripping.
lost by that.
Yeah. So did you know that crush can be used to mean like excellent?
Yeah. Like you crushed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you crushed it.
Wait, have you never heard that?
No, I always assumed that had negative connotation. To crush something. Clearly it's the destruction of a thing.
What about to smash? That's never taken as a bad connotation either.
Well, that's because of Super Smash Brothers.
I mean, we could go there with that.
So Smash is a good thing because you're getting to play Smash. You get to smash with your bros.
Nope.
You and your bros get to smash.
No.
You don't ever smash with your bros? Dude,
No.
you, Dylan, and I smashed the other day.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We played a game.
Yeah, of Smash.
Yeah.
We smashed.
We played a game of Smash.
Dude, I smash with the boys all the time.
No. But anyway.
What else could it mean unless it means Super Smash Bros? I mean, I guess it could mean fight, but I always heard that as throw fists,
What, throw down?
throw down.
Why is everything we're doing like going down, right? Like
Well, clearly
let's throw
because,
down, let's smash.
because
which
it's
is
not
like,
positive.
And then let's
Because
you
positive
crushed
things
it.
go up. Yeah, that's exactly. Positive things go up, negative things go down.
But two of those things are good.
That's why what's up is a good thing. Dude, what's up?
Why are you hitting that like a fucking?
Well, it was going out.
Oh, you hit it like a
Cigar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
because it was
what
going
is he
out. I was
doing?
relighting it. Jeez, don't question me.
He was humping his face.
Hey, don't talk about the dogs.
I was
They're
just
not
saying,
on camera.
It's just- that
People
was
don't
weird.
need to know what we can see through
That
the...
was weird. Okay, that was just straight weird.
Just don't comment on it. It's a long-standing rule I thought we've had of to not comment on
and
the
I've
things that
broken
happen
that
out.
so much.
We're not supposed to comment on things that happen outside of the periphery of the
You flucked
the
that
camera.
up.
Yeah, I fluxed it up.
But no. Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. So today,
Yeah, of all days.
yeah, I went and bought stupid amount of food for the house to get ready to stay at home.
You think
Work.
that's good lighting? It seems like it's going up and down. Like it keeps getting dimmer and brighter. See? Am I crazy?
I don't know.
Now it's refocusing because of you. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
It's fine. Whatever. Whatever happens to that happens to. See? We're such
I
idiots.
can't tell.
We're such idiots. Yeah,
just-
so today you bought food for the house.
Yeah, I bought food for the house. I spent a decent amount of money because I wanted to make sure I had food. Everything was good. I'm like, dope. And now I don't even get to be at home for the next week because I can't have internet at my house, which is what I need to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, all that food is all theirs because they're going to still be up there. And I'm like,
Oh,
son
so
of
they're
a
just going to
bitch.
eat all your food that you bought.
Yeah, like,
You sure about that?
no, I mean, if they eat all that in a week's time frame, I will be absolutely in awe of them, honestly. Like, it's just so much food.
Well, I mean, if they're fat,
Yeah, but he doesn't, he's not fat.
like at least as fat as me. 'Cause I've been getting fat.
I mean, he's about your size, a little bigger.
I'm pretty fat, dude. I'm fat.
You're not
I got,
fat.
dude. I got real fat.
All right,
Are you
stop.
kidding
No,
me?
shut up. Shut up, you fatty. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll just agree with you at this
Yeah.
point.
Thank you.
But, no,
I really. This is the.
whoa.
I hate seeing myself. I hate this. I hate being able to see the video.
Dude, I hate my forehead. Oh, look at that.
I like it way better when I can't because it feels more natural. Like whenever there's just
Well,
a
stop
camera.
looking at the camera. I'm actually
Dude,
looking at you
yeah,
talking.
but like whenever the camera's there, I'm just like, hey, there's a camera, and I keep doing what I'm doing.
Like,
but because
pointing
I
at the
can,
camera. Hey, guys, can you see my fingers?
Hey, but because there's
Oh,
a
wait.
screen, because there's a screen,
I mean, you could have faced it the other way.
dude, I can see it, and like it throws me off entirely.
That building behind us is pretty dope. They can see that. I can talk about that.
Yeah, you can talk about that building and the cars that drive by.
Nah.
Those are all. That's all allowed.
Honestly, though.
All right, sorry. Your new roommates might eat all your food.
Dude, if
But
they do,
they shouldn't.
seriously, if they do, I'm in awe. I won't even be angry at that point. If they can eat all of that food, I won't be angry.
You'll just be
That's-
impressed?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
a ton of freaking food.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, very filling. Also, I did buy specifically stuff to make chicken Alfredo, and I got thin freaking chicken breasts so I can do strips.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna make Caesar salad, homemade dressing, everything, and then garlic bread. And I was so excited because I'm like, yeah, tomorrow we can go back out because I forgot some of the ingredients for the. I forgot some of the stuff that I needed, and then all of a sudden it just became a thing. Like where I'm like, now I'm not gonna be able to make any of that until I get home next week. Which I mean, that'll be fine because I guess I can do it. And you know what? I'm breaking all the rules for the thing because I've touched my face all the time. It's
Oh,
so
that
terrible.
thing that we're not supposed to talk about?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, every day. Every day.
I mean, hey, we can talk about self-quarantining.
We do stand-up talks about it every day at work, and while they're giving the thing out, we're like, all right, wash your hands regularly and don't touch your face. I'm just like, oh, it's like 7 a.m.
First thing I do every morning when I wake up, I fucking scrub my face. I'm like, oh, what's happening?
I don't give a crap, man. Honestly, I just don't care. I don't care. It's not real.
Your thing says theft.
Yeah, that's
Glitchy
because the
theft.
key's not in.
So it's telling you that someone's stealing your car. Is there a silent alarm happening right now?
Yeah, the police are on their way.
Dope.
That's why we're sitting in here with beer.
We were never gonna drive, sir. Can you see the keys? No,
No, the keys are in the house. We're not going anywhere.
honestly though, I want us to start doing more stuff with the skits. Or the sketches and then outside
Well, yeah,
of the
it's just
sketches.
it's been difficult at the time to do it, but yeah, I'm ready to film the next one. Well, actually, the thing I'd like us to do is, and I mean, if we have time today, then why don't we do it?
Oh, for you.
To actually script out the next,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
the rest of the season,
Maybe.
and at least start on it,
Yeah.
so that we can make sure it's consistent. Because I mean,
Okay.
as of right now, we only have the one episode up.
Yeah, which was
So
both times we filmed it. It was spur of the moment though. It was kind of like, well, what? Wait, one night we just stayed up until like 5 a.m.
exactly,
doing something.
it's okay. So it's kind of complicated because it's something that I came up with the premise for. The entire thing changed. The entire thing changed again, and then we sat down, like, and you helped me write those as well, because we wrote a couple other things. I won't go in case we decide to do something like it in the future.
Yeah.
Let's not go into detail.
Which I think will be fun, honestly, if we ever do.
But we will figure it out. But we came up with these ideas for these things, and then it turned into another thing, and then it turned into another thing, and then
It became what you saw.
yeah, and then it was literally like, hey, why don't we do it today? And it's like, okay, well, what can we do today? And then we wrote it out, and then
Wait, do
kind
you
of
use that?
plot what?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we kind of plotted out the rest of the season. But I will say, over the last, I think it's been like 3 months that it's been out, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I have reworked the idea of where
You
the
wanna
show
go
is
with?
going.
Okay.
You know, but we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But I'm just explaining for the audience that
They don't
like
care. They just want to see the videos.
yeah, and so I think it'd be good to go ahead and actually put it in concrete. You know, put it in stone.
All right, then we need to put it on.
What we're gonna actually do, so that we can make sure
Should I
that
just
the
make a separate journal,
inconsistencies.
just called the Between the Lines journal, so therefore we know what things are.
Oh, and then we can. Oh, you're talking about like on Evernote?
Yeah.
And then we can both just add to it.
Yeah.
And edit it, right?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, that's a good
I should
idea.
probably just do that.
Just so that the music one is separate, so that we're not filling that up with so much. Which also,
I want to do a music video.
I have access to your Evernote for music, right? Didn't you
You
give me
should.
access to it?
You should.
I'll have to figure out how.
If you don't, I'll just resend you the stuff.
Yeah, and on this I'll just have to download it. I think that'll be the big thing. Is on this phone I'll download it, because I would love to also put my stuff in there,
Yeah.
and I can just I'll just title it or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, if
and
I
then to
give-
be able to go through and look at your
I was
stuff.
gonna say, if I give you the thing, you should just be able to make your own stuff and everything.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so. Oh man, that's a great idea. That's a great idea for like script writing and songwriting.
Yeah.
Because like we could even then, like, if I upload something or you upload something, I can go through, read it, and then I can make an addendum.
I assume you're talking about like add your own little like part to it, not part, but where you're like, hey, this would be better this way, or this that.
Yeah, exactly. Where I can like have the like I'll read through it or whatever, and then it's like if I get to a certain line, I can like literally put a star beside it or something, and then at
Yeah.
the very bottom of the page put what I'm like put my notes on it.
Yeah. I don't
You know what I
I
mean?
think you should be able to.
Because you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can, if you have access to it, you can edit all the files on it.
Yeah, I think
It's
you
kind of
should be
like
able to. I'm not entirely
Dropbox.
positive.
Because that's the thing that's crazy about Dropbox is people, if you share it with everybody, you have to either lock the file or the file's unlocked. And if it's unlocked, anyone can change it. But if it's locked, then you can just view it.
Wait, let's go back. What is Dropbox exactly?
Dropbox, it's a cloud storage that you can pass out to other people, right? Like the reason I was able to
Oh, you
upload.
are right. The light is changing randomly.
Yeah, I thought so.
Sorry.
So it could just have to do with the background.
Yeah.
The
car's coming by.
for the Between the Lines put together episode with the color correction, right, which is the one that's uploaded,
Yeah.
is the color correction. I didn't have that file, right? It wasn't on any of the stuff I have.
Yeah.
Maddie color corrected it, and when she finished it, she put it in Dropbox, and then I was able to download it from Dropbox because
Okay.
she gave me access to it,
That's kind of cool.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a cloud storage thing through Microsoft, I believe.
Dude, you can do that with Microsoft Word.
Mm-hmm.
Which you should already
Oh,
have.
the OneDrive, yeah.
Which we both should
Yeah,
have.
it's like a OneDrive, right? But Dropbox it's cross-platform.
Oh.
Yeah, Dropbox is literally computer, cell phone, iOS or Android,
I mean, Microsoft Drive, as long as you have a PC, you can do it too.
right? But I mean iOS, Android, Mac, Dropbox, because it's its own program. It's not part of a system.
It's
I
just-
thought it was Microsoft, but it's probably not because it's OneDrive. Did the camera just dim
No.
entirely because of the fact that my battery's dying?
No, the camera didn't dim. It's just that
The screen
dimmed.
dimmed.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, and it didn't stop, right? Okay,
No,
yeah.
it's still recording.
Yeah, because I mean, this thing's pretty close
I mean,
to
but
dying.
we're almost
but-
to the point.
Yeah, well, no, we're halfway through the episode.
Halfway there. Halfway there.
Yeah, we still got 15 minutes.
I mean, we could, but I don't know if your thing will last that long with it filming.
Well, I guess whenever it says that we have like 5% left, I'll
What did it
cancel
say just now?
15.
Oh, okay. I wasn't reading that. I just closed it entirely.
Yeah, good thing I got good eyesight.
Well, that's what I do with mine. As soon as it pops up any sort of battery thing, I'm like, I don't give a crap. All right. moving
Anyways,
on.
this episode's been really boring. let's talk about something else now that we're halfway through and everybody that's like, wow, this is a really boring episode, and they just move on. So let's just talk about something really, really crazy.
Really crazy?
Yeah.
What's considered really crazy?
I don't know.
Like,
Let's see.
I know. Son of a gun, I just can't do what I'm trying to do. Wait, we're seeing what's really crazy?
Yeah,
we're gonna read something?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on that's really crazy.
All right, what's really crazy that's going on is that I can't work. All right? Like, and I get it.
People don't want to hear about that. And by that I mean I don't want to hear about it because I already heard about it for like 30 minutes.
All the other people
I
can't
already
work
know.
either. But you know what? I'm more important right now.
All right, how about the news?
No! No! The news is not crazy. It's just nuts. There's a difference. Like, crazy is like, hey, yesterday, guys, I went to the moon. And then you have to stop and ask that guy, why the heck do you think you went to the moon? Because, like, clearly that person didn't go to the moon. We haven't shot off a rocket to go there in a minute. So, like, then you start asking that person, how did they go to the moon? And then they start explaining to you that they took a couple freaking drops of whatever, or hits, or, you know, whatever. They did whatever they needed to do. And they just sat in their room and went to the quote-unquote moon. And then you're like, well, you didn't go to the moon. Then you have to explain to them the difference between actually going to the moon and just being gone off your freaking rockers, you know? Like, is that the same? I don't know. But yeah, that's
Going crazy, stir
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, okay. Well, we could talk about the fact that there was a tornado that touched down in town last night.
That was kind of crazy. Dude, did you see southeast Cleveland?
Yes, actually, that's what I was going to mention. Is I drove through southeast Cleveland today, and it was nothing like 10 years ago.
No, 11, 10, maybe.
It's somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say within the last 15 years, just to cover our bases.
Yeah.
Of the recording of this video. When all the tornadoes touched down, wasn't it like 5?
2011. It was 2011.
How many touched down? Wasn't it 5?
Something like that. 3 to 5.
Yeah, 5 tornadoes, and because like
It was
Georgia
like
got hit with 5. Mississippi got hit with like 7 though. Like,
Dude, like,
these
got-
3 states
Got
messed
wrecked.
up, and
One touchdown, like, literally, like, 10 minutes down the road from me. I didn't know.
mm-hmm.
Didn't hear it, but we saw the freaking winds just... I was like, holy crap.
Well, everything here is about 15 minutes away at most.
Well, not where I was at.
But I went through southeast, and yeah. So last night, it goes from a watch to a warning, or vice versa, whichever one.
Yeah, tornado watch.
A
Or
watch,
tornado warning, and then it went to a watch.
watch means it's actually happening,
Yes.
right? Warning's like, hey, the weather's right.
Yeah.
And then a watch means, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, there's one there. Be careful. Get into your spots. Do whatever you need
exactly. So I went to a watch. So I walked out on the porch.
Yeah, like any good red-blooded American should do.
Yep, I walked out on the porch and I looked to the sky and I was like, yeah, this is pretty bad weather. And as all the rain's coming down and it's blowing sideways, but then also blowing the other sideways.
Wait, did you
and
get your bah? Is that why you went out? Because we opened our door and
No,
walked
I
out.
never got an
Okay.
alert. I never got an alert on either of my phones. I got 2 phones and I never got an alert on either of them. It was because of Caitlin. Caitlin was like, there's a tornado watch. And I'm like, gonna go take a look. Walk out of my front porch as rain's pouring.
There's like,
You know, and looking right out that building over there. And
Over
the
there?
trees are just... And I'm like, yep, this is ripe for a tornado.
do you know what? We never give trees enough appreciation. You will watch them bend and like these terrible storms, and you're like huge trees just. And you're like, oh man, that tree's almost sideways, and all of a sudden it's just like next day it's like I'm still here, guys.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy
Dude,
crap.
Yeah, some of them are amazing. The ones that don't, though, are destructive.
Dude, they just wreak havoc everywhere.
Destructive. Because so I drove through the southeast side where it touched down, and you can see where it carved a path through the woods, right? Because like southeast side is mostly farmland,
Yeah.
or northeast. I was in northeast side.
Oh, it hit there too?
Yeah, it hit
I know
northeast.
southeast was where I
Southeast?
saw freaking some ridiculous.
Well,
snow.
that's right, because one touched down and actually hit Chat as well.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing that means Ottawa got hit.
probably.
Anyways, so I went to northeast because we're on the northwest side. Yeah, this is the northwest side. I went to the northeast side, And
That makes sense.
you can see where it, dude. Maybe more touchdown than we realized. Maybe
Probably.
two or three touchdowns.
Because honestly, like when we got hit, we all so there's like 5 of us. We're all playing Game of Magic, and all of a sudden we just start hearing like that noise. And we're like, what in the world? And then all of our phones go off, and one of the guys opens the door, and I get up with him, and we walk outside, and it's just sideways rain. It's like,
Yep.
dude, this is intense.
But the thing is, if it's going one direction, you're fine.
I couldn't tell.
You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Because when I was out here, I could tell the rain was actually like going
Yeah, no,
because of the sun, the street light
Yeah.
onto the ground. You could see from the reflection of how the droplets were hitting. I was able to see that like the way the wind was blowing it was starting to go this way, and then another gust, and it would just make these crazy like waves.
where you'd see like, oh, it's
And I'm like, oh wow,
man.
there's a lot of. And I was like, there's a lot of wind that way. You know, like there's something's
Something's
happening
happening.
that way for sure. So like, I don't think the tornado's close because I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, they're saying it's supposed to sound like a train. Okay, by the way, both times I have been out when we've had whatever tornadoes happening.
Mm-hmm.
First time I was at a Applebee's, and I looked out the window and there's just trees over there.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, hey guys, I think we're in trouble. And then we got our tornado warnings, and then I drove a chick back home, and we hung out and walked outside and walked around her neighborhood for about an hour while all that's happening.
Was it just windy, not raining?
It was weird. Like
Yeah.
it was
Well,
piss
no, I
pour-
can- yeah.
It was piss pouring, and then it just stopped.
Oh, that means that. Yeah, that means it's close.
Yeah, it was,
that means it's close.
Why? When it was not raining, we were walking around.
That means it's close.
So then last night, it was like
That's
we
like
drove
those
ar-
people. That's like those people that it's like they're hit by a hurricane and then it calms down and they're like, oh, let's go back outside. And then after an hour or so, it's like, it's like, yeah, it's called the eye of the storm.
If I ever get taken out, I hope it's by a storm. Okay, or not. When I get taken out, I want it to be by a storm or my own hands. All right.
Well, you know,
I'm
we
the
just
only
had
one where
another
they kill me.
tornado like a month ago
Yeah.
in like Nashville.
Yeah, dude. No, I know.
And there was actually a news story I read of 2 people got sucked up by it and survived.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Imagine just in the air, and then you're like, oh god.
Yeah, you're just flying, like getting hit by random brush and
Would you
stuff
probably
like that.
get knocked out though, or pass out? Not knocked out, pass out, because it's sucking all the oxygen from your lungs.
I don't
at that
know.
point, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't
would you
read the article all the way.
And then pass out, and then wake up later on, just down the road, like, where the
I'm
heck-
alive.
Yeah, where
How
am I?
alive?
What's happening?
Is this heaven? Is this hell? No, it's hell! Oh God, it's hell!
Or you wake up in just a lot of pain, and then I assume you see it's hell, because then you're like, ah, oh my god, my limbs. But no, not to be disrespectful to those people, but that's actually pretty impressive to be able to survive that.
Yeah, well, I mean, people survive lightning strikes.
Yeah, but I feel like too many people think lightning strikes should kill you. They don't.
They're painful.
They're painful
They
as all
can
get
kill
out.
you.
Yeah.
But that's also, it depends on, like, your heart. It's your heart condition.
Are you a
whatever.
strong, red-blooded American? You'll survive.
Mm-hmm.
I think all Americans will.
That's right, because we're patriotic. All patriotic Americans will survive lightning strikes and tornadoes.
Honestly, I do want to talk about what is happening just now, right?
Hold on, I wanted to tell what I saw.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
So, the way that the trees were split, one thing that was made, I'm really just going to touch on a couple things, is the city went through to clear out the roads and literally just cut through the trees that were on this, so both sides of the tree are on the other end, and they just piled the logs off to the ditch. And then, so there was literally like the roads, you could barely see the pavement because it's basically just brush and chips.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and wood
just
chips. Because there was just so much. And I saw a couple houses that like the roofs had been ripped off. I saw a couple houses where entire rooms were missing. And then several power lines were down. And I drove past one field where there was a bunch of cows that were just like, hey, you gonna help? As there's just like, what basically it looks like bombs went off. And there's just like,
there's just cows in the middle of the field.
Shrapnel of the bomb, like, because there's all these metal chunks everywhere from either tin roofs or silos getting completely destroyed, and so just like across a whole like 10 acres, there's just all these metal chunks, and the cow's just like, hey. Hey.
That's actually pretty awesome.
And you know, I saw a couple trees into houses. But the craziest thing though was to see the one house that it's like surrounded by trees. None of the trees are knocked over, but then you look across the street and the whole thing is torn apart. You know what I mean? It's like, so on this side of the street, this one house that's surrounded by trees that should have clearly been affected by this, because right here, whatever a road length is, you know, like across a road, the width of the road was like demolished, and then this house is perfectly fine. Nothing happened at all.
Imagine being in that house. Does that speak for the what are they called? I was one construction crew that built that house.
You know? Yeah, it was like, no, it's a solid house.
This is a good house.
But it also it speaks for the trees, doesn't it? Because the trees around that house were like, hey, we ain't budging.
That does speak for the trees, because you would definitely think that maybe they'd crash. Because I know that's one of everyone's biggest concerns is when that happens.
Right. Yeah,
the trees are going to fall down on your house and do
right.
whatever.
Which I saw several.
Yes.
Several of those.
Like, I see, since I wasn't actually here, I just saw pictures that my friend sent me and stuff like that are here. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't take any pictures. I thought about it, but my camera doesn't work.
No, but you know what?
I don't ever have this phone on me.
The thing that got me is when I got up today, because it was storming.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whatever. I got up, and my roommate was like, hey, have you looked outside yet? And I was like, no. Man, I haven't bothered. And she was like, take a look outside. So I walk out there, and I'm like, oh my God. I showed you the pictures. It was a freaking...
You didn't send me any pictures.
I guess I showed Caitlin the pictures. It just looks like a freaking pool.
Oh, no. I saw the pictures. Yeah,
okay,
you showed me the pictures.
Yeah, it looks like a pool.
Yeah.
So that last picture, you go to my front of my apartment and walk out, and it looks like, you know, when you go with your friends or family or whatever. I don't know if you've ever been, but you know, you go to the boat docks.
No, I don't have friends or family.
Yeah, I know you don't. But you go to the boat docks, and like you see the road just kind of slowly just go into the water. That's what our actual road to like other parts of the world looks like. And I was like, oh my God, it looks like I could just literally pull up with my boat, just kind of go across, and there's a road there, and like you can see the bridge sign barely sticking out of the ground.
Hey, this is a bridge.
Yeah, there's a bridge right here. It's like, oh my God.
No.
No, it's not. That's the river now, bro.
Yeah, that's a river. That ain't a bridge. Dude, yeah, I ran into the same thing today. Because I took a wrong turn. I was following my GPS.
And it was like...
And I took a wrong turn, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go up and I'll just loop around because there's a road that connects. And I'm going down, and I'm like, everything's fine. Everything's dandy. It's a wonderful day. And then all of a sudden, it's just lake. And I'm like, nope, okay, yeah, nope, that road stops.
There's no
That road ends right here.
Like, dude, okay, so without saying your job, how difficult did this today to do part of your job with running into stuff like that?
No, it didn't affect me at all.
Really? I wonder if it affected the others.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I know this is going to definitely affect my job tomorrow when I get on.
Oh
my God, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Probably affected some people, but it didn't affect me. I don't know. It didn't bother me at all.
Okay.
It was more just like intriguing.
Yeah, because as a non-affected person, it's definitely more interesting to see.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we did have 5 people die, so I want to pay respect to them. You know, I don't know who they are.
14 in where I was at.
Yeah, I don't know the names. I haven't seen the names of them, so
Nope.
I do want to say though that, like, you know, my hearts go out to them.
Yeah.
And you know, praying for the family.
Yeah, that's honestly got to be rough.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. 'Cause I know someone who died in a tornado. You do too. We know someone who lost their child in the tornadoes.
Dude.
So like that's rough. That's a rough thing.
They were
know.
not the same.
Yeah, I know that. I get that's rough. I've never experienced it, but since I've witnessed it, I get what it's like. You know, I'm empathetic
We're
towards
almost there.
Yeah, we are almost there. And but at the same time, I was rejuvenated by the community coming together, seeing all those people while I was driving around today.
Helping out,
Yeah, seeing the community come together. You know, even in this pandemic, all, you know, shoulder to shoulder, slinging trees and rebuilding fences and fixing roofs, and you know what I mean, like. Not, and I don't just mean construction, and I don't just mean but I mean like all the farmers and all that,
Dude.
you know, like just to see the community working together to be
Isn't
like,
that what
hey, you
shows-
got messed up, we're gonna fix it.
Isn't that what shows, like, at the time of dire needs and dire strengths, doesn't that show what the people are made out of? Like, that's the moment that it's like, okay, either
Here's your
you're-
medal.
Yeah, either you're a person who's going to help out and be a part of that, or you're going to be a person who's just like, you know, cowardice, I guess. I hate to say the word cowardice, but, you know, where you
Yeah.
just choose not to be affiliated, help out whatsoever. Like, don't get me wrong, I guess that fits me on that side because I didn't do anything, but that's also because I don't know anyone who's affected, and I didn't actually see, when I was driving around, saw nothing. The only thing I ever saw was a flood, and I was like, a lot of water. The only reason I found out about the 14 people was because I was in a gas station, and there